believe we're live. What's up, you crazy mofos? I don't know where that came from. Bit aggressive. Kai, welcome. Trinity, great to have you. Dum, welcome back. I'm doing good. Doing good. So I've got up here. Julia, welcome. Muffin, great to have you. So this is what I've been working on at the moment in my off time. Well, not my off time, my off stream time. So this was the last stream sort of sketches. I've sort of begun to clean it up a bit. It's got a long way to go, like color wise. It's pretty rough, but this is sort of where I'm at with it. Let's have a look. Where's all my windows gone? Shanthru, welcome. Matthias, great to have you. Ronald McDonald. What an honor it is to have you in chat. Do I dabble with any kind of paint, watercolor, gouache, acrylic? I have done the minimal amount of dabbling in gouache and oil painting. I want to get back to that. Definitely. Definitely. So I'll just wait for a few more people to filter in. Trinity, oh, you've been rewatching him. Oh, fantastic. No, great to have you live. Mobin, welcome. Dumb. Thank you. Oh, cool. So you're going to clean up your sketches as well. Fantastic. Also, if you do want to share your stuff in Discord, Denny Verdraws, we might, I don't know, maybe. I'm not making any promises. Maybe. Okay, Discord's updating at the moment, but if you do want to throw your stuff in Discord to show your sort of workings, your workings out, your works in progresses, man, I only woke up a little bit ago. The cogs are turning, we'll get there. Chan through art. What's my favorite quote of all time? Shut up and do it. I don't know who said it. Probably a lot of people. So we've got the challenge work in progresses. These are freaking awesome. So if you do want to join, ooh, I'm loving this. I'm loving all these expressions. Bloody beautiful. So there's a lot that I've actually got to catch up in here. So if you do want to hop in, the link's in the description. Faha, welcome. Astro Panda, great to have you. I've heard of jelly gouache. I haven't. It sounds nice. I wouldn't recommend eating it though. Ah, Trinity, fantastic. All right, so the format of today, like the previous couple of streams, we're going to do timed warm-ups, all right? So we're going to dip into, so we've got the stream figure reference, and I think we've got stream style reference in the description. So this same Pinterest board, if you do want to join along, you are more than welcome. It's not a necessity. You can get your references from wherever you want. Completely up to you. So, but we're going to do maybe like 5-minute sort of warm-ups. Then I'm kind of stuck, right? I want to do I've got a couple of ideas after the warm-ups. Artistic Spartan, welcome. Oh, Julia, fantastic. Welcome. we can either do go into a bit of color, or I was thinking if I was going to do some study, we get sort of a character that we've drawn, we take them, then we do like top-down lighting, underlighting, right lighting, left lighting, just for some practice of painting. I don't know. I might put a poll. I might try polls for the first time in chat when it comes to that, to see what you want. If we just want to take one of our characters and just go for it and just color, and we'll just do timed color sessions, or if you want to sort of practice along with me with some lighting, we will see. But we're not there yet. Let's get some reference up here. I'm just going to choose something. I'm just going to choose this girl with a goose, just to get my hand and eye coordinations working together. And this brush is inevitable. Someone's going to ask about it. It's on my Gumroad. It's free. It's very simple. It's called the Long Skinny Line. G'lang, Ben, how do you say dance in an Aussie accent? There you go. Dance. Some say dance. I say dance. Because my mum is from England. All right. Let's get the timer going. Open the scripts. Now, for those of you that might be new here, this is a team sport. So we're going to need some, I need like an emoji counter or something. But for me to know that everyone's ready, I'm going to say a number of emojis and I need to see them in chat. One per person, per round, okay? So got 5 minutes on the clock. Caroline. I appreciate you. All right, you have a good sleep. Maybe I'll catch you in another stream. Okay, so what number are we looking for? Let's start off with a nice, simple 7 emojis to activate the first round. What do you reckon? Starting now. Thank you, Julia. Dumb, I'll include that one. So we've got 3, 4, 5. Explode the time. Some of these avatar names, man. I tell ya. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8. Beautiful. Jeff, Deniva, you, Rebecca, legends. All right, let's get cracking. Round 1. How's my mic as well? How's the audio? Is it clear? Is it loud enough? I always get told that my audio is too low, but I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Now I'm going to, for those of you that might not know, I like stylized stuff, right? So I'm going to do weird things. I'm going to push the shapes because I can. I might even, I'm interested. How many of you would be interested in seeing how I would tackle a more realistic piece? Because that's what I did for the longest time. Like a really long time. As in like 25 years long time. That's all I really focused on. And then seeing the difference between like a stylized, maybe not this stream, but in a future stream. Because it's a completely different way of thinking. All right, so we've got her this, that. Now, last stream was the first time I drew a chicken, and this is the first time I've drawn a goose. Oh, can you even, yeah, you can see. I'm all over the place today. All right, what do we got? 3 minutes on the clock. I haven't had time, but I want to like make these time sessions like every 2 minutes I have someone, maybe even Frank. For those of you that don't know, Frank's a character that I made on stream, and he is my ad reader on YouTube videos. Maybe he's like, 2 minutes everyone, quick. That would be sick. All right, what have we got? Nose. Or nostril. This kind of looks scary. So it's creepy as hell. My apologies. Or you're welcome, depending on what you like. Maybe he's like, get me out of this situation. Whoa, way too big. Okay, so what have we got? A minute to do the rest of the duck or the goose. Is it a duck? Yeah, it's a goose, I think. Now, why are we doing timed studies? Because I want to. 1, 2, the reason behind them is to get efficiency with my line and paint when we get to paint. So I'm not delving too far into the details to get something that looks half decent. 5 seconds, what can we do with 5 seconds? Let's add some fingernails. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Okay. First character done. Faha, great to hear it. Welcome to the Discord. How'd we all go? Mikhail, hey, I finally caught a stream. Great to have you. YouTube won't notify me when you go live, but I saw your Instagram story. Fantastic. Yeah, I get that a lot with a lot of people have said that with YouTube. Like you throw on the notifications and they don't work for some reason. That is annoying. Chan through art, DuckDuckGo, that's it. Zane, great to have you. Warm-ups are fun. There's no stress with them. No stress, all fun. Until you do something like this more tricky pose. But I've got that feeling of all this will be tricky. And so therefore I'm going to wait for the, yeah, we'll do it. Challenge time. Push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. Love the stylization. Thank you. Nina Godmaker, great to have you. Julia K, they have. That's fantastic. They have with me as well. I'm just like getting stuff out on the page versus like, okay, this is a session and it's got to be good. And then we come in here and then I'm just like going through and like, oh, got to make sure this ear. No, bugger. I've only got 5 minutes. All right. Let's crank it up. 8 emojis. To unlock the next round. 1 emoji per person. You know the rules, the drills. And then we'll get going. Dumb. Always count on you. Appreciate you, turtle. Explode the toad. I love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ronald McDonald. Very on brand. I like it. Jeff, Rebecca, Zane, Julia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more. Who's it going to be? Marcelo Shanthru. Legends. We got 9. Love it. Love it. Okay. Timer starting. 3, 2, 1. Bada bing. Now, let's think here. We don't have too much time to fluff about with just thinking, but I might want to just get this really simple 3D shape of the stool. So I've got a place to put this man. Imagine I just draw a really, really nice stool, like a 5-minute stool study. Didn't quite. In context, it makes sense. Out of context, you're like, what? Okay, so he's going to be sitting on this surface. Now I wasted a minute. Did I waste a minute? I don't know. But I've used a minute on the stool. So this is going to help with eye direction and the nose. See, when I go more structural, I tend to go a little bit more literal with my characters. Like I don't push them as much, which is just a habit. So now we've got the base. Let's simplify the newspaper. Flip it. Kind of don't really need the reference now. Like we've got what we need more or less. Now I am zooming in, which I don't know. I try not to zoom in when I don't need to. But you know, it doesn't, I don't know. If it's for a purpose, like I want to get in here with the eye, I want to redo the eyes. Minute and a half, let's redo the eyes. I want to place them properly, or as properly as I can. Now he looks really surprised. What he's not even looking at the paper, he's like looking above. Oh yeah. So that's what we want. We want to do it about there with the eyes looking down. We got the glasses. I'm just going to do some generic circle glasses. And his ear back there. Nose. Somewhat grumpy look. What have we got? 30 seconds. How are you doing? The cool thing with this is that you get a bunch of ideas at least to then do whatever you want with it, right? You can like turn these into characters. You can have them more as like, you can do color studies with them. You can do whatever you want. It does have his cane there. Which looks a little bit weird, so we're just going to remove that. Stop. Pencils down, pens down, whatever you're drawing with down. So with this, you're kind of just getting the impression. Where is little doodle devil? I know. I love it. It just gets me every time. Muffin 866 868. My apologies. Did you learn perspective before or after you started drawing people? Probably after. And then when I started to learn perspective, my people started to look a lot better. Ronald McDonald, if you told me that, I would believe you. Music is too much when I'm painting, so just a guy on my phone rambling is great for painting. Well, as long as you're happy with this guy rambling, it's a win-win. I quite like this one. Something, I don't know, there's something funny about it. Zane, you got a few lines. Yeah, it's tricky. When you do full body in 5 minutes, it's bloody tricky. Bloody tricky, yeah. Let's maybe go to expressions. See what we got in expressions. I don't think it's in the description, this one. It might be. If not, there's the link if you want to do the expressions. Or it's more really just like portraits or head drawing. So we might do a couple of these. Slip into my comfort zone a little bit. What do you reckon? See, that's interesting. Let's go. Whoop. Come on. There we go. Let's give that a shot. Okay, let's go. Let's bump it up a little bit. 9. 9 emojis. Emojis. Jesus. All right. 9 emojis. Let's do it. Tree sap. At what age did you realize art was meant to be more than a hobby for you? At about 27, 28. So a couple of years ago. Oh shit. We're going. Vitor, I'll show you my pen settings after this one. 1, 2, Chan through, you cheeky bugger. I can't count you twice. 1, 2, 3, Dumb. 4, Julia. 5, Explode. 6, Jeff, Legend, Rebecca. 8, Kai. 9, Gnoble. A, 3D, Hyben, Hello, Legends. We got 9. I appreciate the input. All right, reset. 3, 2, 1. Start, stop. Let's go. I mean, start. I just read the button. So here I really want to like push. I like big ears. That's probably never going to change. It is what it is. So now I've got that basic shape, right? Now I'm looking at her brow, like her nose bridge. What makes her look like her is there's not too much of a dip in with the nose bridge. It's very like straight. So we can even simplify that more to do something like that. And then we throw the eyes. She's got quite deep set eyes as well. But again, I'm not going for likeness here. I'm just exploring shapes. Now, depending on the day, I could draw her completely differently. But today, this is what she's going to look like. Okay, so I might even want to get those eyelids in there. Get a little bit of a heavier lash. Bam. Shabang. Alright. The cool thing is we can reference the perspective of the face to get more accurate eye placement. So we could even, yeah, do something like that. She's got like an earring. Now, how would we do this stuff? We could simplify it out like that. Let's scale her down a little bit. What have we got? 2 minutes. Bloody loads of time. Don't even stress about it. So I'm kind of just blocking out, I guess I'm not going to draw every single shell that she's got on here. Or am I? No. So you got to think, shell's kind of like that shape. So we just get the impression of them. You don't have to, I mean, we've got 1:30 left, so I'm definitely not going to draw every single bloody shell. But these are going to go back in space. So you're going to see less of them on this side. So they're going to sort of, I get the one that I'm going to see sort of the fullest amount of. Probably there. And then I'll just slowly make it taper back in in space, and then you see less and less of them. Move the eye back just a smidge. Just flip it, flip it, flip, flip, flip. Maybe this lip. Now, lips always get me. They are tricky as fuck. Sometimes. 2 seconds. And there we go. How do we go? Who did I promise? Vitor, pen pressure. Let's have a look. Where's my pen tablet? Hello? Where are the pen tablet settings? Unfortunately, it's not showing up. I'm really not sure why. There we go. No, here we go. So the pen settings, I'm on like the second to whatever hardness level. And it's going to be different on the different pen settings that you have as well. Pashani, hi Ben, your arts impress my thoughts. I love it. Oh, that's a very kind thing to say. Thank you. What keywords do you use on Pinterest to find anatomy references? I think people overthink this a lot. Because I get a lot of questions like, what do you search in Pinterest to find the right thing? I literally start off with, if I want like torso anatomy, I'll just be like torso anatomy, or like upper body, or chest, or that kind of thing. And if I find one, then I'll click that and add it to a board. And then if I find another one I like, then I'll add it to the same board, and then I'll go back to that board, and then it'll start showing me things that look similar. Zane, trying to copy how you make shapes. The way I draw takes forever because I try to draw exactly what I see. It is a tricky thing to get out of. Like the habit of drawing exactly what you see is fantastic if you're trying to draw like a one-to-one copy. But yeah, it is very, very tricky. Dylan, welcome. Struggle with the mouth, yeah. You just got to simplify those shapes down as best as you can. Vitor, my pleasure. All right, let's grab another face reference. That was fun. What do you reckon? I don't know if I've done this one before. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't think. See, this is what I'm talking about. If I like this sort of thing, then you get like similar ones. It just gives you a bunch of similar ones. Not really similar, but similar vibe. All right. I think I might have done this one already. I can't remember. What do you reckon? No, I'll just do it. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. What are you going to do? There's no rules here. Okay, move her out the way. Let's draw this one. So it's a tricky angle, a tricky head angle. So we've got to sort of contend with that. The eye. I always have, like this is actually a good idea for a reel, I think. Let me just write this down. I always have the tendency to want to draw, like particularly on the far eye. I always have the tendency to want to draw more of the eye. Like I want to show that the eye is there. But oftentimes when you like measure it out, a lot of the eye actually gets cut off. So what do I call that? Far eye struggles. There you go. Thank you for your patience with me. All right, let's go 10 emojis. We'll keep pushing it. And I'll catch up with chat, the questions that I haven't answered in the next intermission before, you know what I mean. I'll do it in a minute. In technically 5 minutes. Jan through 1, done. 2, Tree 3, Young 4, Kai 5, Jeff 6, Rami 7, Vitor 8, Raphael 9, Explode the Toad 9, 10. Beautiful, we got it. Simple. Fortnite emoji, nice. All right, yeah, we got 10 easy. Okay. Restart the timer. Away we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So we've got to think here. But what I want to do is I want to think simply. Simple shapes. Maybe I might squish her head a little bit down. There. So we've got the chin. That gives us a point of reference to maybe throw an indication of that center line. I like to just put the eye somewhere, just to start with, right? And then I've got the ear. That gives me even more information. Then this neck is going out way like this way, so I might push it a little bit more. Then we can see, what do we want to do with the nose? Maybe the nose can't, we can have the nose go all the way down there if we want. This is just a reference. I'm not trying to get it exactly the same. And then we can sort of block in the hair. It shows a little bit at the back of the neck. All right, so now we've got a base. A nice little base to work off of. So we can think of, okay, maybe her nose is like, it's got to sit on this structure that we've made, right? So maybe it's like there. I want to not break the, I don't want to make a tangent here, so I'll push it out. Oh, excuse me. I'll push it out just a bit. Now the lips. Oh my God, I'm going through puberty on the stream. How embarrassing. Okay. Eye lid, lash lid. And the eye direction. So she's looking kind of like at us, but I kind of maybe want to have her looking a little bit off this way. And you might not see bugger all of that other eye. Barely anything. Right, so just sort of peaks, and then we can move it down a bit. I think makes more sense. Zoom out. I think we can even push this eye back a little bit as well. Earrings there, earrings at the back. Just an indication of them, doesn't have to be perfect. Now I want to fix this up. I want to fix the whole thing up in a minute. Okay. Eye there. Let's place the nose around there. Then we want to put the lips about there. Better. Better. Now this eye is going to be very cut off. Right, you're not going to see barely anything. And she looks at... I'm going to open this eye just a smidge. Well, we gotta put the hairline in here. Okay, quick. Stop. Not the best, not the worst. It is what it is. And I'm cheating, I know. I just want to put that indication of the neck in and that there. Okay. And I've ruined it. No, back. Undo the cheating. Okay. How do we go? Nadia, welcome. Do we have daylight savings in Aussie Landers? Yes, we do, and it's annoying as fuck. Okay. Gilang, my apologies for butchering the name. Ben, I just started to learn about digital drawing. I just got the pen tablet. Congrats. Very, very necessary first step. Any advice for a baby? Give yourself, the best advice I can give is give yourself, like, be kind to yourself, all right? There's a learning curve with the digital stuff, but you'll get there. If you just wanted broad advice, it's kind of a broad question, but broad advice, be kind to yourself. All right. Ronald McDonald, Ronnie boy, how often do you have people ask for what brush you're using? Every time I see art, I see people asking for the different brushes, and it looks so annoying. And do you think the brush even matters? Very good question. Yes, I get asked it a lot. And on a percentage basis, I think the brush matters maybe like 10%. About around thereabouts, maybe 15, depending if like you want a particular style, but the brush kind of doesn't matter if you don't have the skills to use it, you know. It's the same with anything. Like if you give a professional archer a real shitty bow, they'll probably do a bloody good job with it, versus someone that's brand new and they've got the most expensive bow in the world. Same thing, if that makes sense. Hello from Japan. Greetings from Japan. Vivid. How cool. The Angel Arrow. I bet this guy plays Fortnite every day. Well, I'll take that bet. And you would lose. Newbie2D, welcome. Zane, yeah, post it to the Discord as well. Anyone that's new here, join the Discord. It's in the description. Chuck it in there. Greetings from Syria. Great to have you, Omar. Hannah, hey Ben, I'm newer to your channel, but the way you use shape language is super interesting. I hope to try it out in the future. Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, it's good fun. I find it a really fun way to draw. I'll change my name. Don't change your name. I butchered it. That's not your fault. Andreas, I see a drum kit in the back. How long have you been playing? Probably for about maybe like 9 months, something like that. Been sort of teaching myself. It's wicked when you're like I'm waiting for videos to render and they're taking forever. So I just turn around. I'm just like, and then it's done. It's good fun. All right. DJ, how you doing? Welcome. Kai, I think it's cool how Ben is my favorite artist. I appreciate it, Kai. And get to talk to him on stream. I think it's cool that I get to talk to you guys on stream. Again, appreciate you guys popping in. It really is fun. I look forward to these every week. All right, let's do maybe one more. Let's try old mate here. He looks like he's having a hell of a time. Well, just something completely different. Okay, let's go for... What do you reckon? Let's push it to 12. I'm a gambling man. Let's push it to 12. Let's go. 12 emojis to access the next level. Hannah, legend. We got one. Hannah, explode. Young, Kai, Zane. Whoop. Zane. We got Twalks, Jeff, Tree, Sap, Havonia, legend. That's a new one. Havonia, welcome. Raimi. We need 2 more. Problematic. We're waiting for that last one. Insane to the membrane. Thumb guns always come with the puns. Whoa, I just did one and I didn't even mean to. Chancery. Legend. Holy frick. Yeah, we could get like 20 emojis, I reckon. All right. Access has been granted. We'll restart. Let's go. I might turn his head a little bit. I might challenge myself because he does have simpler kind of shapes that I'm seeing. So let's imagine where his ears might be, right? I might keep his ears. I don't know. I've not drawn it yet. Don't ask me these questions. All right, so here got his shoulders. Oh, Chanthry, legend. Absolute legend. Thank you so much. Really, really means a lot. Okay, so I want to imagine where his eyes will be. Like imagine that, okay, his eyes might be like here. Got his teeth. Right, maybe his eyes are like here. But then we've got to put his goggles on. I want to bump up the smoothing because I'm feeling a little bit jittery from the coffee. Now he's got his missing tooth here. going to see a bit more of his chin down here, probably. Might have them. Now, getting these cylinders right is very, very tricky. So I want to try and get them feeling as best I can, and then I can add in the details. I get the main cylinder feeling good, then I can sort of add in the outside bits and bobs. That's looking wonky. It's looking real wonky. Oh, this is tricky. This is more of a challenge. I mean, come on, Ben. Let's get it together. What have we got? A minute left. Oh God, this is not turning out how I wanted it to, but that's okay. Maybe he's got see-through goggles. No, this is not turning out good, but that's okay. So he's a little bit scraggly because he's been in the Arctic for a while. In the back of his head. And that connected down here. What's the time? Stop. Damn. Ah. Well, looks weird. Looks weird. What are you going to do? All right, let's go back. Young word. Ben, can you show how you view the ellipse as a cylinder? You mentioned it a while back, but I forgot which live it was. Definitely, I can do that for you, young word. So, the ellipse. I think she's a good example here. If I were to think of these, I mean, I'm thinking kind of the teeth as a cylinder, right? Because it's kind of what they are. Do I have? Okay, hold on. So you got this. Hold on. You got the skull, right? Let me get it in frame. So you got the skull, right? This, all the teeth, this whole cylinder part, or this whole teeth part, I'm thinking of as a. Oh shit! I just chipped the tooth off. Oh well. That's a cylinder, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking about. And then the lips are going to wrap around that. Let me just pick up his tooth. So with that logic, you can see that the lips would wrap around, right? that's kind of what I'm thinking about. And if we were going to do it in like a different, like in isolation, let's say. Let's imagine we're kind of looking down on the teeth. Right, there's the center line, there's the upper jaw, and there's the lower jaw. Right, lower teeth, upper teeth. Now it's tricky, very, very tricky. But this is a way to find when you're making mistakes. or if something's just not looking right. So the nose will be like here somewhere. Right. So then we can find kind of the center line here. The lip might come over there. Just keeping that basic sort of idea. And you got the jaw. Now the mouth line isn't going to be perfectly in line with the teeth either, because there's this other layer, like this lip layer on top of the teeth. So we can think of it like that as well. If we're just thinking about like a closed mouth. Right, it's kind of jank, but hopefully you get the idea. And that's how I think about them. And then the lips sort of follow the mouth, but it's all going back into perspective. Like if this guy had like a really big bottom lip. It would follow that sort of idea of the cylinder. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. And then you can add in like mustache. But the mustache goes back in space as well. Right? It was creepy as hell, but... And this is where like even looking at yourself in the mirror. Where is that center line? Where does the center of the top lip meet the bottom lip, etc., etc.? So, hope that makes sense as a quick one, because I don't want to bore everyone with a lip tutorial. And I can do a better job if I think about it, but hopefully that gives you an idea. Andreas, so cool. I've been wanting to learn. Do you think playing drums has helped your art in any way? I don't know exactly if it's helped my art, but it's helped. It makes me realize, like, as I learn any new skill, right? Whether it be sculpting, whether it be drums, whether it be coding, whether it be whatever. As I'm learning the new skills, there's patterns that happen, right? So you start off and you shit. And you're like, okay, how do I figure this out? And you practice and you practice and you practice. And there's, in each discipline, there's just fundamentals that you need to know that's going to get you like a large portion of the way to where you want to be. All right. So it's really digging out, like, what are the fundamentals? Like for drums, it's like the rudiments, like paradiddles and like just getting like the stick control and like the rebounds and that kind of thing. With sculpting and art, it's these basic shapes. With coding, it's just understanding the broader concepts of, like, say, a function, of objects, of variables, that kind of thing. So once you've got the building blocks and the real core like fundamentals of stuff, then you can start building on top of that and tweaking things and that kind of stuff. And you sort of see in something that's completely different, you see the progression. Like, you'll be shit one day, you'll go to, like, you've been working on a song, right? I'll be working on a song and I just can't get it. Then I'll go to sleep, wake up the next day, and I'm a little bit better. So it's like, it shows how important sleep is to learning, even from it, because I nerd out about this shit, like learning new things and habits and blah, blah, blah. But sleep is crazy important for like collecting ideas and making you learn new stuff. But yeah, ramble over. Nastya, thank you. Hopefully this is an okay stream so far, but I appreciate you popping in. Thungans, are you doing the challenge of changing the angle? Yeah, for this guy I was. Young word, no worries. Don't worry about the T. That's all good. Hey Ben, is it cool if I make one of your characters in 3D? Go for it. I think that's so cool when other people sort of reference my stuff and make 3D versions of it or 2D paintings. It's wicked. I love it. Dazzling. Hello. Nocturne. Hey man, keep up the good work. Love chilling to the streams. It's kind of late time zone wise here, but still enjoy lurking. I appreciate it. Thanks for popping in. Okay. I'll come back to chat momentarily. So this is where I'm going to do a poll, right? What would you rather us work on? Would you like she's got very, very simplified shapes, which could be cool. So option 1, I'm going to go 2 options in the poll. Option 1, let's create the poll now. Let me actually start a poll. Add an option. How do I delete an option? Okay. Next challenge. Lighting. Challenge from 3 to 4 different light angles. Shut up and draw. Or actually no, I don't want to know how many people want just me to shut up and draw. So I'm going to do or just color one character for the rest of the stream. Okay. Delete that option. How come I can't start the poll? Excuse me. Oh, it must contain between 1 and 35 characters. Oh, fuck. Okay. Light challenge. There you go. 4 angles. Let's go 2 angles. 2 to 3 angles. 2 to 3 angles. Color one character. Okay, start poll. Let's see how this works. We'll give you, 2 minutes. Oh, I like this. This is cool. Okay. 50%. 71% lighting challenge. Color. Okay, let's actually throw the timer on. Let's go 2 minutes. 150. No. 150. 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes to let me know what you want to do. I'm feeling lighting challenge 2 to 3 angles is going to be the winner. It's going to be in black and white, just for time's sake. But 62%. All right, let's say we got a minute left. I did 2 minutes there. I'll just let it go. Yeah, it looks like lighting challenge is the clear winner. Someone's spamming the emojis. Colors easy, lighting hard. True. I don't know about easy. Estella, welcome. Look, I think we got the results that we need. Oh, color one character is coming up, but no, I think we'll end the poll. We want a challenge? All right, end poll, 60%. Appreciate you for your votes. Okay. That's right, thumb guns, no more warm-ups. So I think I'm gonna use her because she's got quite angular features and all that sort of stuff. So we can easily identify the planes. Now, let us, what I might do is, let's minimize this. Let's throw up our favorite program, Blender, and I'm going to give us, I'm going to make us some lighting reference. So we're not just winging it. We've got to delete that cube. Then we're going to add UV sphere. Okay. See, now we can kind of reference this. And what I'd like to do actually is, and you can do this as well, this is something that I like to do, is to just give a neutral gray background, or just like a neutral value, so that we have something to base our value studies off of, right? Let's turn this to cycles so it's a little bit more realistic. And I do want to change the material to be a little bit more specular. Just so we can see where the highlight is. Oh my goodness. Probably the coffee gave me indigestion. Tree sap, I just saw this on chat. How can I make learning fundamentals more entertaining? Like this, right? Like everything I'm doing involves fundamentals, but instead of doing them on like a cube necessarily, like it's all, I like doing that anyway. Let's just start with like a top-down lighting scenario, something like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do just for time's sake, and you can do the same, is I'm just going to use the pen tool just quickly, just to give us a shape to work within. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so that's our base shape. Why did I do that? So that when we start, we can just color inside it and it's ready to go. We can add the shadows and and it's all ready to go. All right. So I'll give you a second to do that. Yeah, so doing fun stuff, like doing it on characters like this, like, okay, if you want to study with simple shapes, I highly recommend that. But then it's, all right, let's create some simple shapes, or like a head that has more simple features, and let's do some studies on that, right? Same with anatomy, same with all that kind of stuff. All right. Let's go 15 emojis. This is heavy audience participation to unlock the next level. 15. Starting now. Art of Leonard. Leora, oh sorry, the art Leonard. The art of Leora. My apologies. All right, so I've got to count them. So we've got Frida, Dazzling, Vitor, Tree Sap, Zane, Problematic, Kai, Gilang, my apologies, Chris Maycock, welcome, Noble A 3D, Alex, Havonia, we're getting there. Thung Guns, I'm going to say that's a coconut. I'll count that. Julia, Chan through. We need one more. Who's it going to be? Who's going to unlock the next level? Hannah, legend. 2 Hannahs, couple of Hannahs. Awesome. So we actually got 16 legends. All right. Melissa, I agree. Older faces are a lot more interesting to draw. Okay, so this is our lighting reference. Here, this sphere, that's it. We're just going to go off of this sphere. Now I might actually turn off all the stuff around it, and I might add a sneaky little plane underneath. So we've got some, you can't really see, there you go, that's what it is, because you couldn't see that before, but let's get it there. That's what we're going off of. So you can screen capture this. I might just screenshot that, throw it in the Discord. Legends, I'm loving what I'm seeing. All right, so that's our first lighting test. Okay. I might quickly, I just want to do a little bit of, I haven't been here in a little bit. Strength, darken that background just a smidge. Okay. Let's go 10 minutes each. Okay, so 10 minutes, which is what, 600? I believe 600 seconds. Yep. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So I'm going to be using, I'll just use the brush to begin with. I won't use the Filthy plugin, but I might transition to the Filthy plugin. So the light's coming from the top down. Right, so her brow is going to be giving us shadows. And already you can see the nose. It's going to be like a plane. This is going to be casting a shadow. Already, just with that, you get a vibe for the shadows, right? For the 3D form. Of course, you get a vibe for the shadows. The shadows are there. You get an indication of the 3D form pretty bloody quickly. And I'm doing this as if it's one material as well. I'm not going to be doing a bunch of different materials. This is just value studies, right? So this brow might come over here, maybe the bottom of her eyes, have a bit of shadow, right? Now that light is going to be coming from the top down. So what I might do, and what I like to do, because there's going to be fall off, right? Fall off meaning the light isn't going to go on forever. So we want the lightest part to be sort of at the top of her head. So that's already given us a cool little effect. Now, next. She has this plane of her face. That's going to be a little bit darker. This side of the nose potentially is going to be a little bit darker. Now we're getting somewhere. Side of the head isn't going to be as light as the top of the head because the light's coming down. All this in the ear, all in here isn't going to be as light. Now we can come through and clean this up just a smidge. Now I'm just working again, just in black and white. Now we need to figure out this transition with the eye. How is this going to transition? And even with the eye here, that's going to have a bit of a... Let's add... I need some transfer, pen pressure. Let's knock down the opacity. Maybe there's just a little divot with the bridge of her nose. What is the time looking like? 5 minutes, okay. This whole thing can... See, I'm finding that my structure wasn't there. So she needs that cheek really needs to be up higher to then match the shape of her eyelid. Now that nose might be catching a bit of light. Maybe she's got a bit of that going on. This is going to be a little bit darker, particularly as it's wrapping around. And the cool thing is, let's just add in her hair. It's going to be a little bit of a darker value. We could then come over the top and add color to this. If we wanted to. Now, at some stage, we've got to think about the specular highlights. Now, the specular highlights aren't going to be all the time where you think they're going to be, right? If the sort of light is coming down from the top, where we're looking, the specular highlight is just a reflection of the light source. So we might have a bit of a specular highlight there. We might even have one inside the eye, maybe on the eyeball itself. And the speculars don't work unless you've got all the other stuff making sense. Ah, okay. So let's like fan that out a little bit. Shape dynamics. I actually want to turn that off. There we go. Fluffing about with settings when we're on a time limit. Rookie mistake. Well, we got 2 minutes. Now we can sort of make a little bit of a transition here because the lips are going to be protruding a little bit. So it's going to be catching a little bit more of the light, which then differentiates this plane, like this cheek plane, from the sort of upper lip plane. What do we got? Minute left. What we can do is we can add in, not much because we've got 30 seconds. Maybe some of these like occlusion shadows, like in here is going to be maybe a little bit darker. Maybe the teeth are going to be a little bit darker. Definitely in here is going to be quite a bit darker. I didn't really want to touch these guys, but I'll kind of separate them. All right, stop. Pencils, pens, paintbrushes, sticks, whatever you're using, put them down. All right, so we got that top down, which is cool. Now let's get our options back. Let's try maybe something. Maybe actually have. Oh, come on, Blender. Thank you. Let's have it, because there's going to be some cool shadows we can play with, particularly with the nose. It's going to be crossing over her face there. So that was a good little warm up, but now the shadow is going to be mainly on this side, right? So what we can do is turn these off and we'll start again. Let's go like right lighting. Let's then merge these two. And this is top lighting. Cool. All right, and then we start again. I'll take a screenshot for the Discord. Okay. Oh, the link's expired. It's a bit shit. Hold on. How do I... I'm really shit at Discord. Can someone walk me through this quickly? Where do I get a link? It should just be as easy as there should be a link icon here. Events, members, server settings. Someone going to show me? Please. Invite people. Copy. All right, Discord is in chat. Give it a whirl. You shaded with pencil. That's cool. Yeah, you'll go back into the old habits because it's timed, right? It's tricky. It's really bloody tricky. Thank you, Thumb Guns. Steven's art. Thank you. No, I got there in the end. Okay, let's go. Team sport. It's tricky. I said it's not going to be easy, but this is going to be fun because there's going to be a lot of shadow play, as Bobby Lee says. If any of you watch Tiger Belly, I love that dude. What do we do? But let's go. Let's just nudge it over. Let's go 16 emojis, and she's tattooed it on her forehead. All right, let's go. All right, we got Zane 1, Thumb Guns 2, Dazzling, Young. I'm waiting. The Art of Leora, Legend. We need Teresa, Dumb, Legend. Michael Mance, awesome. G Noble, Alma. We need 6 more, that's it. Julia, Legend. Chanthru, Legend. Ruan, Legend. 3 more, that's it. Then we unlock the next level. Hannah, Addie, Scruffs. Legends. We got there. We unlock the next level. Okay. Now I want to block out. So I'm just going to talk you through my thought process before we get started. I'm going to block out the core shadow first. I think I might do that. The core shadow being, well, not the core shadow, like the Terminator, where if I didn't have a plane, right, this line here, I'm going to try and find that on this character. Okay. Let's give it a whirl. Reset. Start, stop in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so here. So I'm kind of, making a border of where I think that the shadow is going to be. Let's up the opacity. So basically all of this in shadow, and we might, if we're lucky, but I can tweak it. We'll get a cast shadow here. So I'm thinking about the nose. The nose is going to cast a shadow across everything. That top lip and the teeth, they're going to be in shadow. This is going to be in shadow here. Probably. All right, so now we've got a base. We've got a bit of an understanding where our shadow shapes are going to be. Then we can start to, I might do that fall off in the light here. Like something along those lines. Might even bump it up a little bit on this side. So the light is going to be a little bit more intense, potentially. Now I've got to fluff around with the settings. Cool. Okay, so this nose shadow probably will be a bit more. Something like that. So that's a bit more interesting, I reckon. So this is how you can play with, and why you should really be thinking about the light source. Everything is with the light source because you can accentuate certain things. You can make things less obvious. So this is going to be more of a gradient here. Maybe that's in shadow. The eye, might cast a little shadow on her eye there. It's going to be very soft transitions in the shadows. So these, I'm just pushing the shadows a little bit more. Because even though that this is in shadow, there's still light. There's still light in the shadows. Okay, so I might want to do a little bit of a transition here on her brow. It's not super sharp. This is going to be a hard transition here, but I might soften this edge up here just a smidge. All right, let's flip it. If you notice, but all of these, even these subtle little things, these subtle little values in the shadows, they've got hierarchy as well. So there's like a little bit of light happening here. So I still want to differentiate some of these planes, even though that it's in shadow, right? So this actually might cast down there on her lip, and that curls around. Now, what have we got? 4 minutes. Specular. It might be somewhere around there, maybe? I don't know. We also got to think about this eye is still going to be reflective. So whatever light source there is, we can still get away with making that eye look shiny. Even if it's not like 1000%, like it's not in the light, it's not getting the main light source. I'm looking at the gradient of the nose here. I'm just going to do this easier. I'm just going to rotate so I can do that. And then on this side of the lip, we got 2 minutes. Can maybe darken this up a little bit because it's her hair. And then you'll notice I go a bit quiet because I'm trying to think. My apologies. Or some of you are like, thank God, shut up. Either way. And then, what have we got, a minute? I might just do a cheeky rim light. See, even without then you remove the, whatever it is, the line work. You then can still feel that it's a 3D object. How come that's not changing? Oh, because I've selected it. Yeah. There you go. Stop. Stop it. How did we go? Soft edges are very important when coloring light. Yes, they certainly are. Super, welcome. More art challenges, you betcha. Everything the light touches is yours. Whoa, it's intense. Am I planning to do a sculpt today? Probably not. Not today. Maybe next week. That could be fun. Rup. Good morning to you. Try to render a dark moon in space with no stars and lights nearby. Easy. Yeah. Done. You know, there you go. The moon with no stars. All right. So I think I've got time for one more. So let's do an underlighting. I don't often do these, but the principles are still the same. It should not change. So this was right lighting. Actually, what I might do here, throw those in that group. So now everything I do is, ooh, what happened? Ah, that makes sense. So our top-down lighting, the right lighting. Now we shall do underlighting, which is the same, but just come from the bottom. Same. Tree sap. Great to have you. Appreciate you popping in. My apologies, Chady. Yeah, I got to do some sculpting soon. All right. What do we reckon? Can we do 20? Can we do 20 emojis for the last unlock? $20 emojis to unlock the final level to wrap up the stream. Let's go. Chady, Dazzling, Alex. We've lagged. Super. The Art of Leora. Dumb. Twarks. Melissa. Addy. Denver. Zane. Maybe we've reached our cap. Banana Bones, that's a new one. Young Word. We need 7 more. Frody, legend. My little Mexican friend. Legend. 5 more, that's it. That's all to go to the next level. For those that are sitting there, Avonia, legend. Ruan, legend. Is a team sport. 3 more. Raimi, Gnoble 3D, G-Noble 3D. Last one. This is a record. Claw, you did it. Legend. Now she looks like she's hardcore. Awesome. League does junk. Appreciate you. All right. Last one for the session. Bottom up lighting. A weird one. But maybe she's at a campfire. Okay. Telling a spooky story. 3, 2. Well, I've already started it. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Same deal. I'm going to find the shadows. So this is a trick because I don't often do it. We've got to think about the planes. This is where planes come in super, super handy. Shit, this is tricky. I've got to like really, really think about this. Okay, so I'm stuck. So this is going to be in shadow here. Shadow. Shadow, 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 shadow. We're going to remove the rim light from before. This is probably going to be in shadow. Shadow, shadow, shadow. This, shadow, light, shadow, casting shadow underneath. This is going to be in light. Underneath there is going to be in light. Top of the eyes are going to be in light. Top of the eyes is going to be in shadow. Maybe that whole nose is going to be in shadow. Maybe this dips in a little bit, so it might be a little bit in shadow, but then the bottom of the lids might pop out, so they might be in light. This is weird. I could just cheat so my brain figures it out. No, I won't. I'll keep going. If it fails, it fails. It is what it is. There we go, it's starting to get somewhere. So under here, that might dip in a little bit, so that's going to potentially be a bit in shadow. And then it's going to sort of light the under bit of that flavor saver section. This here. No, wrong. Here is going to be the shadow. It's going to transition up into the light. Maybe the necklace is going to cast a bit of a shadow. I don't know why, but this is giving me like Jack and Daxter vibes. Probably the ear. So that's going to be a hard line there in shadow. It's going to catch the light. The nose will be all in light. We've got 4 minutes. So put a little specular on the eye. Maybe we pump the light a little bit more. where the light is facing the objects the most is where it's going to get most of the light. So yeah, a real balancing act with this. It's going to be some like weird subtle transitions. But it's really no different than the other ones that we did. Principles are all the same. Yeah, that bottom lip needs some more lights. That plane where it's usually shadow, that's going to be jutting out just a little bit. This is tricky. And underneath here on the eyelid. What do we got? Minute 30. This might actually cast a shadow up here, which is cool. Because this eye and the eyelashes would probably cast a shadow up on this eyelid here. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's just darken this hair just a little bit. So now you can imagine her like holding a torch or something. "19 seconds. What can we do in 19 seconds? Not a whole bloody lot. Yep, look. Underlighting, bottom lighting, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Perhaps you should use plain Jane as a reference. When I get her done, you better believe that you're going to be seeing a lot more of her. But no, I appreciate it, super. Kale James. One more W and you're gone, my friend. Yeah, I feel the nose complicates things. Yeah, definitely. It did. But if you break it down into the simplest shapes, we could figure it out. Super. By the way, Ben, thought I'd share my last dev vlog was a process video where I made a skeleton 3D model. I included some Blender tips. I thought you might be interested in seeing it. Fantastic. Let's check it out. Everyone, go check out Super Trooper. Let me just pull it up. Super. Would it be in the Discord? Did you throw it in the Discord? Because I think, yeah, link it in the Discord. Super, if you got a moment. I did put it in the Discord. Where is it? Show off. It's in show off. Okay. This one.
Make the professional website of your dreams with complete ease.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Awesome. Super Trooper on YouTube. Go check it out. This stuff is wicked, man. This is so cool. I want to be able to do this eventually. Like just create characters to do stuff. I want to do so many things, but this is awesome. So yeah, go give Super some support. He's been supporting the streams for a long time, helping me out in Blender. He is a Blender master. All right, cool guys. Well, look, I reckon it was successful. It's not as long a stream as usual. I do have to get some stuff done. Got some video editing and all that sort of stuff. But before we go, I would like to share some things. First and foremost, throwing it in chat. It's in the description. Tutorial. 8 hours, 10 chapter, walkthrough tutorial, 40-page PDF field guide. I've sculpted some 3D models for you to learn from, so that link's right there. We've also got the Discord, which I think I linked earlier. And how do I do that? Invite people, copy, Discord, bam, in chat. Anyone can join the Discord. Then we've got the Filthy plugin. Right here. If you want to be able to make some shapes super quick, there's the link to that. And last but certainly not least, if you enjoy content creation, you like the business side of stuff, you like the idea of growing an audience yourself, make Now Think Later. You can listen to me and my good friend Francis dive deep into the game that is content creation. We talk real numbers, we talk about what we're working on, things that have helped, things that didn't work. So yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, also, be on the lookout for this little lady soon. Plain Jane. She'll be hopefully dropping pre-orders in the next month or so. So keep an eye out for that. Join the newsletter. If you've bought anything on Gumroad and you've checked that you're okay with me contacting you, you'll be notified. The same with the brush as well. If you check that you're okay with me sending you updates and whatnot, you'll be notified. But yeah, sign up to the newsletter if you haven't. Let me just grab that for you. Or you can just go to benebling.com right here. And you can sign up to be let known. And I think I put an asterisk at the end of that link. So let's give that another shot. Bam. All right. So as always, guys, thank you so much. It was a blast. Got my practice in for the day. And yeah, appreciate you popping in and keeping me company. Same time next week. 10, actually, it might be a little bit earlier next week because I've got something that I'm doing with Patrick Jones directly after stream. So it's, let me just pull that link up as well really quickly. If you guys wanted to follow on from the stream, it is going to be on this YouTube channel that I'm going to link. Let me just get the link. Come on. It's called The Art Agents, but I've been told not to say anything else than that. So go check that out. And I will catch you next week. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me just catch up with chat. Catch you later, super. You too. Frody, thanks for the stream and links. Looking forward to the podcast. I appreciate it, Frody. Hope you enjoy it. Alex Otoya, thank you for popping in. Melissa, thank you. The Art of Leora, thank you for popping in and for your emojis as well. All right. Catch you later, everyone. I'll see you next week.